The Bahamas China Friendship Association is the principal non-governmental organization fostering ties between the Bahamas and the People's Republic of China. The goal is to encourage goodwill and the people-to-people exchanges, including cultural, educational, and social interaction. Well, this is coming up on something that's spectacular. This Thursday, the association is mounting a calligraphy and wine tasting event that will incorporate a sip and paint and silent art auction. Here to talk to us is Mr. Moxie and Miss Arami Ford. How are you today?
Doing great.
Good. Mr. Moxie, we will start with you. What has inspired the creation of the Bahamas China Friendship, and how has this mission evolved over the years?
Well, the Bahamas China Friendship Association was started back in 2004. After the Bahamas established diplomatic ties with China in 1997, there was members of the Bahamas Chamber of Commerce who wanted to find ways in which to strengthen the ties between the people of the Bahamas and the people of China. And so they made a mission to China shortly after the formalization of relationships and found out that the Chinese government had an organization called the Chinese People's Association for Friendship with Foreign Countries.
Okay.
And so the Bahamas China Friendship Association was formed in 2004. We're one of over 400 organizations like it worldwide. And so when we were formed, obviously we had three what we call bridges of connections between the people of China and the Bahamas. They were education, cultural, and economic opportunities.
Absolutely. That sounds absolutely fantastic. Now, Arami, before we turn everything over to what's happening on this Thursday, talk to us about what we should expect on Thursday in terms of the relationship and the sip and paint. Talk to us about that.
So, the Bahamas China Association created this event.
Right.
Commonwealth Brewery, we consider ourselves great corporate citizens, and we are proud to partner with them because the monies that they're going to raise on Thursday is going to help with some
Kite flying.
Some community outreach to children, underserved communities, children in underserved communities, right? So where we come in, you know, a party isn't a party until Commonwealth Brewery gets in the house.
Absolutely.
And we'll be showing some really, really beautiful wines, some new wines to our portfolio. We're going to be showing some sparkling from Italy, Prosecco, and some other cuvee, prestige cuvee from Italy. So you're going to have bubbly in the house, and we're going to have some other still wines, new wines. We have the Han brand from Monterey, California, Central California. These are some premium wines that we'll be showing.
Okay.
We're not going to run out of wine, so you can drink to your heart's content, but I'll be there to walk everyone through the pairing. So we're going to have some fantastic pairings, specifically for the food that they will be serving, and then you'll be able to drink and figure out
your calligraphy.
Absolutely. So before we get into the relationships, right? Talk to us about what happens after this. What is going to? You said that it's for the underprivileged, right? Mm-hmm. So what happens? What happens afterwards?
So what we do as the Bahamas China Friendship Association, it's all about cultural exchange and cultural exposure, and so we've been doing a Chinese kite flying event for underprivileged kids for about 10 years now.
Okay.
And so what we do is we team up with the Ministry of Youth. We also team up with a lot of the group homes where we identify these young persons. We bring them out. It's a day where they have lunch. They learn about how they assemble a kite from China. They learn how to fly these kites. And at the end of the day, they can take the kite home.
Okay.
So what we're doing is really exposing them to one aspect of Chinese culture, which is kite flying, which is probably the #1 pastime in China.
In China. Participants will be learning to write and say their favorite phrases in that particular language. How important is it in terms of building friendships with China?
It's extremely important. I mean, one of the things where we play an important role as a non-government agency is really trying to figure out those people-to-people connections. Okay. I've been to China now 3 times. I'm headed there in September on a trade mission, 4th time. And I find that the level of friendliness and engagement from the people of China is just unbelievable. And so having the opportunity now to expose Bahamians to that in some small way, albeit via the language, and sort of it brings the barrier of uncertainty down a little bit. And so what we do, which is really fun, is we take Bahamian phrases, come yelama fixture, you know, no brought up, see, things of that nature. Those have been now translated into Mandarin. We then create the Chinese simple characters. And so what guests get to do is when they come in, they pick the phrases that best match them or whatever they want. They learn how to say it in Mandarin, and then they have the calligraphy where they can use the calligraphy brush and the ink and actually now go ahead and trace out that phrase.
That is ingenious. I know they will be. Now, Mr. Moxie, I want you to share with us more about the time and place of the event, please.
Yes, the event is this Thursday the 31st at Margaritaville. It starts at 6:30 p.m. The dress is what we call just relaxed casual, so you don't have to get dressed up. In fact, you will be using a calligraphy pen and ink, so just wear something that you're comfortable in for you as well. And the tickets are available online at the Bahamas China Friendship Association website, which is bcfa242.org, or Ticket Box Events, which is ticketboxevents.com. So you can buy the tickets online at the Bahamas China Friendship Association website, which is bcfa242.org, or Ticket Box Events website, which is ticketboxevents.com.
All right. Thank you, Mr. Moxie. And of course, thank you, Arami Ford. We wish you the very, very best, all of the success in the world. Thank you to China and the Bahamian Friendship Association. We're building a stronger, stronger, stronger community. This is what ties are all about. Thank you so much for being with us here on What's Trending.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.